The trial in Donald Trump's hush money trial has ended its first day of deliberations without a verdict.
Trump faces 34 charges of allegedly falsifying business records to cover up a conspiracy related to the election in 2016. Pafua Yang breaks down what happened at the court today.
Yeah, the jury has sent one note so far asking for the testimony from former National Enquirer publisher David Pecker and Trump's former lawyer Michael Cohen. They also asked to hear back the instructions from the judge. The fate of former President Donald Trump is now in the hands of 12 New Yorkers. The jury deliberating behind closed doors after 5 weeks of testimony from more than 20 witnesses and a marathon day of closing arguments. They're weighing whether to convict Trump on 34 felony counts of falsifying business records in the hush money payment to adult film actress Stormy Daniels before the 2016 election. The jury is made up of 7 men and 5 women, 2 of them native New Yorkers and 2 immigrants. More than half have advanced degrees, a highly educated jury consisting of a speech therapist, teacher, lawyers, and bankers. Jurors sending a note this afternoon asking to hear back 4 portions of testimony. Before they began deliberations, jurors attentive and scribbling notes as the judge spent just over an hour giving them instructions. The judge saying, "It is not my responsibility to judge the evidence here. It is yours. You are the judges of the facts, and you are responsible for deciding whether the defendant is guilty or not guilty." Prosecutors urging the jury to hold Trump accountable, arguing he ordered his former attorney Michael Cohen to pay Daniels for her silence about her alleged sexual encounter with him to hide that from voters. They say when Trump reimbursed Cohen, he purposely disguised it as a legal expense. The judge telling jurors they can't convict Trump on Cohen's testimony alone unless his testimony is corroborated by evidence, being that he's an accomplice to the alleged crime.
I think the biggest point that the jury's gonna have to discuss is the question of corroboration. You have Michael Cohen laying out being the tour guide, so to speak, as the prosecution paints him now in closing arguments. And I think you have to ask the question is what he said corroborated by other witnesses?
Trump's defense attorneys saying he did nothing wrong. Trump pleaded not guilty and has denied any sexual encounter with Daniels.
Mother Teresa could not beat those charges, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. It's a very disgraceful situation.
Now, there are 6 alternate jurors who have been asked to be at the courthouse during deliberations, though they are not participating in those discussions. We'll be monitoring deliberations closely and will bring you complete coverage when the verdict happens here on 5 Eyewitness News. In the newsroom, Pafua Yang, 5 Eyewitness News.